what's up guys, Houston here. Are you trying to figure out what's the easiest and the best business credit card to build business credit with? Now, the thing about it, it all depends. And what I mean by that, it all depends, where are you at in your business? Okay, so say that if you're just starting up your business. Now, one of the bigger things that I see a lot of people as new entrepreneurs, the biggest mistake that I see a lot of them make is that they choose the wrong bank. Okay, and so what I mean by that is that they would go with their local community banks that they've been banking with since they was a child, or they may go with it like a credit union, right? Because it's easy to get business credit cards with credit unions and business bank accounts. But here's the challenge with that: community banks and your credit unions, they don't report your business transactions to the business credit bureaus. Okay, and because they don't report your business transactions with the business credit bureaus, it's hard for you to build up your business credit across the board. Now, that's the reason that I tell you guys is that you can have a community bank, you can even have a credit union like Navy Federal for your bank. That's fine, but you still need to have one of the gatekeepers. So the gatekeepers that I'm talking about is the major banks, all right? And so with the major banks, we're talking about like say Chase, okay? So with Chase, they report to Experian Business, Equifax Business, Small Business Financial Exchange, and it's shared with Dun & Bradstreet. Then you have Capital One. Capital One, they report to Experian Business, Equifax Business, Dun & Bradstreet, Small Business Financial Exchange. And then another top tier is Citibank. Citibank reports to Experian Business, Dun & Bradstreet, Small Business Exchange, and Equifax, right? Now, the reason I'm telling you to start with one of those, because most people miss the opportunity because they'll open up a business bank account, and even if they're not making any money, they'll just ignore it. And I tell you, once you open up that business bank account, it's very important that you start making deposits. So whether it's on a daily or weekly basis. And the reason that you want to make these deposits is because this helps you build up your business bank rating faster and your business credit faster, okay? And for most people, they miss that opportunity, just the basics of that, even before you even getting into the business credit cards, all right? Now, for as the business credit cards, again, it just depends on your situation. Say that you have a low credit score, bad credit score, then the business credit card that you probably want to start with is the Capital One Spark Business Credit Card, the Gold Card, right? It's because it reports to the major business credit bureaus, all right? And all you need is a 580 credit score. So that's the reason that I tell people, build your business credit up from there. Now, some people, well, what about net 30s? Well, we're going to talk about net 30s, but first, let's get to the business credit cards, because you want to have those open revolving accounts along with the regular weekly or daily deposit. This is so important that most people miss the opportunity. Now, next credit card you may want to look at is Corpay. Now, Corpay, they offer a business credit card, and it's your net 21. Okay, so with your net 21 business credit card, you use it, they give you 21 business days to pay off the balance. Now with Corpay, they pull your Experian, they do a hard pull on your Experian, but all you need is a 600 credit score. Okay, so that's the thing about it, having a low credit score. Now, say that you have you don't even want to use your social. Okay, so then you look at TIFL. TIFL is a security card, all right? And you just want to build up credit on your EIN. So then with TIFL, you pay $500 for a security card, but it reports to Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax, okay? Then you have a Topago is another one, but you have to have revenue in it if you're trying to just go off of your EIN. But again, it reports to Dun & Bradstreet. Now here's the thing about it. I know some people are kind of confused because they're like, well, is it important to have a DUNS number, a Paydex score, and a net 30s? Well, the thing about it, it depends on the type of business you have. Okay, so say that you're in a business that does inventory, like you're buying supplies and you're shipping and stuff like that, like you're in the t-shirt business and you need t-shirt, you need packaging and things of that nature, then of course Dun & Bradstreet is important, right? Because that way you can get term credit like net 30, net 15, net 20s. So at that point it's important. But if you are just trying to raise funding, when you're trying to just raise funding in terms of getting revolving accounts, now I would say, like I said, you can even start going up further. Those financial institutions, those are like fintech type of financial institutions that I was talking about, except for the Capital One. Now, you have Chase Bank. Now, some people would ask, should I start out with Chase Bank because they have that restricted 524. Now, for those of you that may not know what the 524 is, that means that with Chase, if you have 5 open revolving accounts, mainly credit card, focusing on credit cards, within a 24-month period, then they will deny you. Okay, they would deny you a card. So should you start with Chase? Well, again, with Chase, you need at least a 660 credit score. Okay, at least a 660, 670 credit score. But there's another thing you need to know about Chase with the 524. Sometimes when you're applying for a Chase credit card, Chase business credit card, and they may deny you because they say you have a 524, and they may end up counting your authorized users that you have on your credit file that you just added, and they may end up counting like a personal loan. So when that happens, you have to call the recon line and let them know that, hey, this is an authorized user and this is a personal loan. It's not an open revolving account. All right. Now, there's also another thing that just happened with Chase. Chase may let you get up to 7 cards doing the 724. And so what that means is that you're focusing more on, like, say that you have 2 outside accounts, but then you have 5 Chase products. Okay, so they may allow you to have a 724 instead of a 524, but make sure that you're focusing on the ink cards. All right, the Chase Ink business cards, because that way if you do have 2 previous credit cards, new accounts, then go after the Chase Ink business credit cards. So that way you can do the 724. All right, now with Chase, they pull your Experian, or they may pull your TransUnion, or they may pull both. Okay, but for most people starting out building business credit with the best business credit cards, again, it just depends on where you at in your business. All right, so if you're at the low end of with the low credit score, then of course you start out with your secured card, and then, oh yeah, you have another secured card. You have the Bank of America. Now with the Bank of America, they report it's the Bank of America secured business card. I forgot to tell you guys, but it starts out, you have to put down $1,000, but it reports to Small Business Financial Exchange, which is shared with Dun & Bradstreet and with Experian. So if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.